Into this fucking episode. Wait, is it even oh my god, it's not recording. Forgive me, I'm still new to this podcasting. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, okay. Christ, hold on. Hold on there, hold on. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to EIE Pod episode number 3. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're fucking well. Because August is finished late and now it's September time. And now you can see me on camera. Yay. And you know what? I thought I'll make a podcast today because I've been indoor all day and I'm so tired. But today I thought I would just answer some questions before we actually start this episode. Because I posted a question or statement asking you guys to ask me anything. No limits. Now let's see what you guys have said. Here we go, see all. Starting with @I'mLapSung. I'll show you here. What's your favourite humming sound? And you know what? I had to think about this one. My initial response was like my go-to hum, which is like whenever I'm doing anything, I'm just humming, like or something like that. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Next question from @Sweetie. Hi. What's your favorite color? Lol. Green. Let's go. Next question. From @Amelilium. Smoky Zubi Nobuki. Next. @Aria Desu. When did you first feel like an adult? When I first felt like an adult, I still don't feel like an adult, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm still not an adult. I'm still 22. Because I feel like doing adult things and feeling like an adult is very different. Because doing adult things is like doing the taxes or paying your bills or like paying rent, working and earning that rent, and then. Yeah, it's weird, right? I mean, it's the first time I felt like an adult is when I started to genuinely think the first time I ever felt like an adult was when I genuinely took responsibility for myself in a way, like the way I thought, taking care of my mental health, taking care of who I'm with, who I'm surrounded with, taking care of myself in so many ways. And I think that's when I finally knew, like, I felt like an adult. Probably in 10 years time I'll say something different, but that's just it. Moving on, next question by Aria yet again. Hello sweetheart. But that was so fucking weird, I'm so sorry. What did she say? She asked, what is your strangest irrational fear? I feel like you're asking me about my fear of heights or fear of insects or that kind of question, but I'll answer it using that knowledge. What's my strangest irrational fear? I don't fucking know, dude. Strangest irrational fear, I think it is, I want to say dying, but not really. I haven't really thought about it. Don't really want to. What is my irrational fear? I don't fucking know. Next question. I genuinely don't know. I promise you, I genuinely don't know. It comes to the top of my head, nothing comes up. Next, how you been doing lately? What is love to you? Sent in by @Bahurupia. And I've been doing fabulous lately. I've been doing great lately. It's just been good. Yeah. It was very hectic in July, but August it settled down real quick, real good. What is love to you? Love to me is acceptance of all. Of everything about that person, of everything about you, of everything about everything. Literally. Okay, next. How have you been? by @GStefan. I've been doing fabulously. Thank you so much for asking. I've been doing good. Even though I've taken a break from EIE, I have been very present with myself. That's how I feel when I'm away from EIE. I just feel a lot more focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. And yeah, I mean, I don't feel as restricted. I don't feel so pressured. Honestly, I feel free. And if I'm going to be honest, I feel free. Okay, next from @JamesJohnJolly. What are you most afraid of? I think I'm most afraid of life in general. I think I'd say I'm most afraid of I think losing everything that I've worked for. I think that's one of my biggest fears. I think just losing everything that I've worked for, losing everything I love, losing everything that I've put my soul into. I think that's my fear. And yeah. That's it for the questions. Now let's get into the episode 13. Goodbye. Hi, welcome to EIE Pod. And this is quite new, isn't it? Video format. You know what? I was going to sack it off. I really was going to sack off the video format, but fuck it. Because whenever I watch podcasts, like Shits and Gigs or the Fellas podcast, I always have to watch it in video format because it's just so much better. It's just so much more better than just listening to a podcast. I don't know why. It's just, I guess, stimulation. Yes. And I just thought, you know what? Let me just make a video format real quick. And I know I'm not dressed for the part. I'm sorry. I had a necktie. This is from just work. I had work today. Bit of a long one, but we move. If you didn't know, I'm a very private person, so I don't really speak about my work. I don't speak about who I am, really and truly, not really. Not as much as I want to, because privacy is such a big thing to me. I don't know, it's just since when I dropped out of college the second time, I think, that's when I started to really prioritize my privacy. And I thought, hey, why am I telling so many people what I'm doing right now? Like, why am I so reluctant? And I also was feeling reluctant as well on telling people my shit, like what's going on with my life, whatever, what I'm doing right now, or what projects I'm working on, or whatever. And I always felt so uncomfortable to share it. Also, the fucking fan is so loud. Fucking hell, Christ. I might as well turn it off, innit? Yeah, it's off now. And now you hear that buzzing noise, innit? Alright, okay, it's my goldfishes, guys. So, hi, here you go. It's my goldfishes. I don't know if you can see, but we have two. One in each container. So one is in a tank, one is in a bowl. One is a common goldfish, it's like the tiny little orange ones. And another one is like, I don't know what the fuck the name is, but it's just like those bulging eye ones, and it has really like round body, and it's so cute. The fins are like all like elegant and swirly, but yeah, it's nice. But yeah, if I'm bothered to edit the video, I'll probably show it on here. There we go. Right, okay, for like 3 seconds, because I can't be bothered. But anyway, so yeah, hi guys, it's been a month. It's been a crazy month. Well, not as crazy as July. Fuck me, that was crazy. But August, I've been, chilling more than anything. I've been really relaxed more than anything. And I really needed this. And, well, work's been settled. Everything's been settled right now. To be honest, everything I'm working on is settled. It's all good. EIE, I've taken a massive break, thank God. I needed it so much. Like, I really needed it off my shoulders, off my back. And yeah, the unnecessary schedule that I had going on for EIE, fuck that, man, fuck that. But you can call me a lazy piece of shit, I don't really care. But at the end of the day, I did work hard for a whole year, consistently posted for a whole year. Even like 2 years, I think. I think it was like a year and a bit, but yeah, it was all right. And yeah, so I'm back, kind of, not really. I mean, August, I haven't posted shit. I think this episode is going to be late anyway, because I had, shit going on. I mean, that's an excuse, can't lie. I just couldn't be bothered. I mean, you have to kind of be in this mood of being talkative, and yeah, you could just kind of have to be in this talkative mood before you go on record. Before you record. So one thing that I wanted to add, may I add, is I have some podcast topics, yay, on my notes app, and I wanted to share something with you. So very off topic, but I wanted to talk about social anxiety. Now, a lot of people have it. A lot of people unknowingly have it. Let me not lie, I'm not even diagnosed with anything. Cross my heart. I don't fucking know. I just don't know. I mean, I've been told by CAMS. Do you remember CAMS? Everyone, whoever was mentally unstable in secondary school when they were like 15. It's called CAMS. I think the full name. Oh, I don't fucking know. But it's for mental health support. It's like a mental health service, supported by the council, or funded by the council. I think it's in London. I think it's only in London. I'm not quite sure, but it had different stations or different offices in different councils. And I went to the Enfield one in London, and they were so bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, she tried her hardest. Like, my counsellor tried her hardest. But talking to like a fucking 15, 16-year-old who doesn't know what the fuck is going on, like, let alone with their emotions, but with their life, like, who the fuck knows? Like, if when you're 15, 16, you don't fucking know what you're doing with anything. Like, you don't know who the fuck you are. You don't know what you're feeling. You don't know how to deal with it. You're just learning, right? I'm learning as well, can't lie. Like, at 15, 16, I feel like I learnt nothing. Pretty much. I was just fucking about. Just smoking everything. I laid my eyes on. I'm joking. I didn't smoke crack. But, yeah, so social anxiety. So social anxiety, when I was in CAMS, what I've been told is that I had social anxiety, and it was quite bad. So bad that when I was on public transport, I would sit at the back purposefully, so I don't have to deal with the people in the back, like being paranoid with some people at the back, sitting at the back right behind me, like judging me or some shit, like, oh, is my hair weird, da-da-da-da. But yeah, I sat at the back of the bus, or at the train, at the back of the bus every time I went to school, every time I went back home, whatever. And I used to have to kind of control my breathing. Yeah, so because I was so paranoid, very paranoid, that someone around me will hear me breathing heavily, that they'll think I'm a fucking freak for breathing weird or like breathing heavily, that I'll just try and control my breathing or make it like adjust it, you know? I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it was just that bad. Like, my paranoia and my social anxiety was so bad to the point where it affected my daily life, as you can tell. But I went to CAMS. Didn't really go well. They didn't really tell me how to deal with it. They just told me, you have it. Good luck. That's about it. But yeah, it was a free service anyway, so I don't know what I was expecting, but it was just one of them ones, really. It was just a filler. It was just a filler, you know, just so the council will think that they're doing something with mental health or supporting mental health in general, but the service itself is just so shit. But anyway, so how it is now, so now my social anxiety is still there, but it's not as bad, of course. I kind of just breathe through it. You know the breathing techniques, the breathing tips and everything. It's all on Google. You can Google it. I'm not going to tell you here. But how it is now is it's not as bad. I do feel very uncomfortable going outside alone or shopping alone. These days I've been feeling okay. Like, I can go for like an hour, But more than that, I just get fucking paranoid and just, But I can still have fun. It just tires me out to go shopping alone, because I feel like I have to be a lot more aware of my surroundings when I'm alone. But recently I've just told myself, fuck it, who gives a fuck? Like, just focus, just let it be, let the outside world be. Don't internalize the external world. It's not to internalize, because it is literally in the main name, external world. And yeah, so the external world is literally like the existence outside of me, So there's no point of focusing on that. There's just no point of internalizing it. Just observe it, move on, I guess it's easier said than done, but training your mind. And also, oh my God, my posture's so bad. Look at me crouch. That's gross. That's gross. I don't like it. But anyway, yes, I've been dealing with it in a way where it's just not really centering myself in my mind, because social anxiety and paranoia is juiced up by our thoughts. So I try not to get into my head too much. I kind of focus, center myself, not in my head or in my mind, but in my chest, this bit. So I try to center myself here in the middle. I don't know what you call it, stomach, I guess, I don't know. But I try to center myself in the stomach more so than my head. And it really does open up a space for me to just be, it's nice. But yeah, it's hard to explain, or just, it's hard to just teach someone. You just kind of have to do it, you just kind of have to do it. But of course it's not going to happen one day. You kind of have to train yourself. But yeah, moving on. Going back to how personal I am with my life, the thing is, right, one, I don't even talk to my friends about what I'm doing in my life, you know what I mean? Of course, I'll update them with what's going on, if I have what's going on at work, but I'll keep it very brief. I wouldn't even tell them. But for example, if I get a promotion, if I get a new job, or if I quit the job, I literally won't tell them unless I've been asked. I won't purposefully keep it from them, or keep it a secret from them. I'll just kind of speak when I'm spoken to, I'll explain it to them if I'm asked, because at the end of the day, it's not really anyone's business. There's no point of just saying it. I don't know, it's just I don't know. Privacy is such a beautiful thing, because it's like a space for you to be intimate with yourself, and to kind of just enjoy your life for yourself, and not to just boast, or to tell people about, or to advertise, or to put it on the internet. Because I feel like these days you just kind of put everything on social media, and put everything in your life on social media. For example, you got a baby, or your sister's married, or your friends got married, or whatever. There's a whole milestone in everyone's life, and I feel like everyone's so keen on sharing it on social media. And just, yeah, that's fine, I'm not shaming that, of course not. But I've come to terms with no one really gives a shit. It's you kind of have to just enjoy it with yourself, because no one's gonna, well, most of them. I just checked my posture again. I was like, eesh. Girl, fix yourself. That wasn't me farting, that was just my chair making noise, I promise. But yeah, so what was I? See, whenever I lose track of where I am, there's no one to tell me where I was, so it's fucking funny. So difficult. But I lost my track. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, privacy. So social media, right? So I feel like whenever someone gets a new car, they share it on the internet. Some people do care, of course, but not everyone does, and not everyone is holding a good intention. Not everyone's happy for you. Not everyone's congratulating you. Most people are just stalking you in a way. They're just there. They're just they're just there. That's why I don't really follow a lot of people on my Instagram, on my private Instagram. I just don't give a shit, really. It's just, it is what it is. If I don't really care about you, I'm not gonna fucking follow you, innit? Like, it's just so simple. But some people take a lot of it personally, but that's just because I value privacy anyway, and they just don't understand that. But anyway, so moving on to a topic close to valuing privacy is that sometimes you feel lonely, and I feel like that's quite normal. I mean, if you're gonna value privacy and keep a lot of things to yourself, and you're gonna feel a little lonely when you reach a milestone, or when you achieve something, or when you're just congratulating yourself with the smallest things or the biggest things in your life. And if you're a private person, you're gonna feel lonely in those moments. Like, for example, like, these days I've been very proud of myself, like, with small things, like how I think now compared to how I used to think, or how I value things, or how I used to value things, and comparing that to now and then, I'm just so fucking proud of myself. And that's just because I worked hard for it. Not even just because, yes, people change, but people can intentionally change as well. But anyway, so yeah, loneliness. So I feel like it's rooted in something else as well, other than keeping shit personal, which I think is rooted from pretty much just casting everyone out. And those are two very different things: keeping a lot of things private and casting everyone out. And I feel like those two things were mixed up for me. I thought those two meanings meant the same thing. Whenever I feel lonely, I think about past people, like the people I've met, the people I've known, the people I've loved, with everything that I've had back then, with everything that I could give. And like, for example, friendships, relationships, colleagues, or whatever. And sometimes that is a huge sign that that's the reason, you know? Like, sometimes I'm thinking about the past because that's what it's not what I miss. It's just, that's just the reason why I feel lonely. The past. Why? Why has the past got to do with anything with my loneliness and privacy? Well, forget privacy, because that's not it. No, we're not going to talk about it right now. But I genuinely believe that loneliness is a sign to forgive yourself and accept yourself. Accept the past and forgive the past. And especially with the people you've loved and those people who've hurt you, or you've hurt them, vice versa. And I feel like when someone hurts you, it's so hard to accept the pain because you don't want to. And you have to cast them in such a hateful light. Even if you've once deeply loved them, you kind of have to cast them in a hateful light, because it's so much easier for you to accept them it's so much easier for you to accept them as a bad person, so it's easier for you to cut them off or stop speaking to them, and you know, draw a boundary. I think that's been one of my bad habits in life in general. Like, for example, like exes, I don't speak to any of them. Not because not all of them hurt me, but it's just, of course I've loved them at some point, however much I could give them, I gave. But when they hurt me, I had to cast them in like an evil light. Oh, they're evil. Oh, they're this, they're that. Like, get away from me. Gross. like I had to cast them in a very evil light for me to be able to cut them off easily. So if I forget that I've loved them, or if I cast away those good memories away from my mind and away from my consciousness, it'd be so much easier for me to cut them off. And that kind of comes with this emptiness. It comes with this emptiness, and you'll notice it when the people you've loved or the people you love leave you. Well, they have to leave you during their life, during a lifetime, and you kind of feel this void. You feel that their presence meant so much to you, and you hold and you held them in your heart dearly. And when they're gone and you cast them away and the good memories, you feel so empty because they were that part of you. And I feel as if, yes, they hurt you. Yes, they brought you so much pain and so much hatred in your stomach. But at the end of the day, it doesn't help you in any way possible to hold on to that. I mean, it doesn't help anyone, truly. It just fucking weighs you down. Of course, you're gonna hold resentment however long you like. I don't really care. You can hold it for 50 fucking years or 5 minutes. I don't care. When they leave you with this emptiness, you realize that they were a huge part of you and that you've lost that part of you because you casted them away as a whole. And now it's gone. You feel lonely. That is not a sign for you to fucking call them and tell them you miss them and, I don't know, pick them up or something like that. I don't know. That is not a sign to message them. Don't do it. Don't. Okay, anyway. It just means that you kind of have to accept the fact that, yes, they were fucking horrible. They were fucking spiteful. They were disgusting with their behavior. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to see them as a whole. As a good and a bad. There's always a good and a bad side to people. Of course, some people are more bad than good, but some people are more good than bad. And you can't hold that bad against someone because what the hell? Is that even fair? For example, when you make a mistake, are you going to hold that to yourself for the rest of your life? No, because that's fucking exhausting. Also, it's so hot in here. I don't know why I turned the fan off. But anyway, because it's loud as shit. But the reality is they're always going to be in your heart, no matter what. Like, no matter what you do, however much you push them out of your life, or you delete them out of your life, they're always going to be in your heart no matter what. Even if you hate them. Christ, even if you hate them, they will always be in your heart because they made you who you are today. That person, that interaction, that experience you've had with them, because you've learned something from that, or you took something from that, that is always going to be part of your heart. And you can't deprive yourself from a full heart. So you just kind of have to accept it. You just have to accept them as, oh shit, so they're always going to be in my heart, innit? Word. That does not necessarily mean they need to come back to your life. No. Of course, if they're toxic, no. They're always going to be in your heart no matter what. And I think that's the most beautiful thing. I think that's the most beautiful thing about humans and just experience of humans in general, just people. I mean, for example, like, you know, the friends you have now, the family you have now, the good people in your life, they're always going to be in your heart. Like, every person you meet, every person you met, they're always going to be in your heart. Bro, I remember this one guy. I was at the Nisa local in London, and, you know, I was just chilling. I was trying to get a packet of cigarettes from this old dude, and by the counter, of course, not getting cigarettes off the streets. But yeah, so I asked the boss man, like, hey, yo, like, pass me that sweet nicotine right behind you, sir. Yeah, so I asked that word for word, and turns out I didn't have fucking enough money. And I was like, shit, like, what do I do now? I look like a fucking crackhead with not enough money to buy a pack of cigs, pack of 20 deck. And then a guy literally behind me, an old guy, this is a plain, simple guy. He goes to pay for his food and shit that he bought because the boss man was like, okay, this girl's taking the piss. Next customer, please. But yeah. So he went in front of me and I was like, fuck, what do I do? I can't fucking pay for it. Fuck. I need my nicotine. And this guy pulls and stares at me. And then he pays for it. He pays for my pack of cigs. Just like that. And I was like, dude, don't fucking do that. What are you doing? And then he was like, listen, the next time someone in front of you is struggling to pay for anything at the store, it's your turn to pay them. And I was like, damn. And I said my whole heart thank you, and I smoked one out. And it ruined my lungs. But I stopped now. But anyway, so he was the sweetest guy, man. He didn't have to, but he did. And that really, he holds a place in my heart. I don't care if he was an evil guy. He will hold a place in my heart. But yeah, it's those small things, man. Even the biggest experiences you had with people, the smallest experiences, they're always going to be in your heart no matter what. Even if you hate them, just accept it. Don't try and cast them out. Don't try and delete them, because you can't. They're always going to be at the back of your mind if you don't. But hey, speaking of, I was trying to do a good segue, but I just couldn't. So I got 2 goldfishes. Yeah, I got 2 goldfishes. Go on, lad. Okay, so I got it in a. So, okay, I got 2 goldfishes, common goldfishes, at a summer festival in Japan. It's called Natsumatsuri. It's a summer Japanese festival. It only happens in summer, duh. But yeah, so it's just like in my area, there's like a there was a summer festival during the weekends, and they just kind of, it's like Notting Hill Carnival, but yeah, it's like Notting Hill Carnival in London that happens every year around August, and it's just rows of shops, rows of stores, food trucks, food stands, everything. It's fucking hundreds of them, and they all don't taste that great, but yeah, we move. But yeah, I mean, and within those stands, there's always like this game stands for kids, and like, I don't know, like, you know those fucking gun things, not actual guns, of course, but pellets, I think. I don't know what you call them. It's like Nerf guns. It's like Nerf guns, and you fucking shoot one and then you get it. Yeah, yay, prize. Anyway, I'm not saying it well, but one attraction, one game is called Kingyosukui, and that's in Japanese, and in English it kind of means catching goldfish. So I'll show you. So bam, here. So it's pretty much you have a tray, a shallow tray full of fishes, full of goldfishes. Like, I'm telling you now, there's thousands of them in one fucking tray, and you get this bowl, you get the small bowl, and you also get a catcher. And this catcher, right, it has a little holding bit. It's plastic, and it's round, and the round bit where you catch it from, it's not a net. No. They don't make it easier for you, hun. It's like life. So it's like sugar paper, and of course it melts or it rips very easily, and that's the whole fucking point. So you kind of have to like scoop goldfishes from that very carefully. Takes techers, mate, but you kind of have to scoop them up, and then you put it in the bowl, and there you go. That's your goldfish now. Yeah, it's animal cruelty, I know. Very much so, it's animal cruelty. If it happens in London, you're fucked. I mean, legal issues will come knocking at your doorstep, and we don't want that. But anyway, so that's the whole game, right? And I did that for the first time ever, because since I was a kid, I've always wanted to do it, but there was no opportunity for me because I never went in August to Japan. But I've always wanted to do it, so I did it finally. And I managed to catch 2 common goldfishes. I'll show you right now here. So there's like 2 orange goldfishes, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm so fucking happy. And then he gave the man, the boss man was like, yeah, here you go. Like, he didn't even say anything. He literally kept mugong. He didn't even fucking say shit. He gave it to 2 goldfishes to me in a fucking plastic bag, and he gave it to me like this, and I was like, thank you. And I looked at it, I was like really happy. But then my sister goes, oh, you're so those like typical sibling shit, like, oh, you're so cruel, you're taking animals, you're carrying it from a fucking bag, da. It wasn't oxygenated water. I believe that's the word. So it just means the fish it's very hard for them to breathe, because they need filtered water, which is like they need oxygenated water for them to survive. And yeah, so I got 2. One died. long story short, one died, one survived, and then it's right here. He's called Kinkun, because Kingyo is goldfish in Japanese. Kingyo, I got the king from Kinkun. Yeah, so he's called Kinkun. Turns out he has a disease. He's got anchorworm's disease. So it pretty much has like on the fins at the back, on the spine, and on its stomach, it has something growing out of it, like a little worm thing. And I didn't know it in the beginning, so I looked at it, but it kept growing and growing. And I was like, "What the fuck is that shit?" Like, I have to check it out. Yeah, so I did a little bit of research, and it said to put chemicals in the tank, and I was like, bro, like, okay, let me check this shit out. So yeah, so I checked it out, and I searched on Amazon, like, okay, so it's called microfiber, and I typed it in, I searched it on Amazon, and it comes out, and I was like, yes, fuck it, it has one. On Amazon, one company is selling this shit, so let's go. So I check it out. I'm like, okay, cool, this is quite decent. This is for anchor worm infestation. So I see the price, and oh lordy, now the fucking goldfish was £2, man. Let alone fucking bro. Like, it was. The solution was £181. That's ichiman rokusei yen in Japanese yen. Holy crap, dude. I'm not gonna fucking pay for that shit. I mean, it's fucking goldfish, you know what I mean? Of course I have empathy, but come on, man, I'm not gonna fucking spend 200 quid, 2 bags on a goldfish. I've already spent enough on the fucking tank and the fucking filters, you know? Fuck that, the fake plant. Jesus Christ, I'm not fucking paying for that shit. Fuck that. But yeah, so it's asking me to buy the fucking solution, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. So I googled another solution, and it said tweeze it out with tweezers, like fucking pluck it out. And I was like, that's fucking disgusting, I'm not fucking touching it. So but I was like, am I gonna pay 200 quid to get rid of this anchorworm, or pluck it out with tweezers, home remedies? Which one am I going to do? The cheapest option, of course, because I'm not spending that much fucking money on going to goldfish. So I got it out on a dish. Of course, it has water in it, of course. I'm not going to fucking kill it, but hopefully I didn't. And so I got a pair of tweezers, normal tweezers I use for brows. Yes, I'm going to fucking wash it. But yeah, so I got the tweezers, got the fish on the little like bowl, mini bowl actually. It's so small. I feel bad because it's just this shallow, so it wasn't having a great time. So it couldn't have really a good swim, but it couldn't really have a fun swim. But so yeah, it was swimming around. It was quite. It panicked a bit, stressed a bit, and I was like, okay, calm. Let me just wait for it to just relax a bit. And it relaxed after a couple of minutes, and I was like, okay, cool, it's go time. So I grabbed my tweezers, I stared at Kinkun, and I was like, yeah, nah. I stared at it for 5 minutes saying, hey, I'm gonna do it. Just never did it. But I ended up doing it like 10 minutes later. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. And I do it. And before I do it, I kind of touched the anchorworm. I know, gross. I kind of touched the anchorworm like softly, and Kinkun doesn't react. He's just like chilling. He doesn't even know what's going on. And I'm like, okay, calm. Like, he's all right. So I kind of just grabbed the fucking tweezers and just grabbed the anchorworm and pulled it out, and it started freaking the fuck out. It literally like started jumping. I was like, fuck, like, this is not good. And this was like 10:30 p.m. So I jumped, I screamed as well, because I was so close my face was this close to it, man. My face was this close to it, so of course I'm gonna fucking scream. So it just scared me. So I was like, okay, Kinkun has 2 more to go, 2 more fucking anchorworms to pull out, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. So I do it. I tried to take out the other one on the back of the fin, because it's the easiest one, the top one. And I gently nudge it, and it doesn't react. It just kind of stays there because it's already stressed, it's already in pain. And I was like, okay, cool. So I pulled it out, pluck, and bro, it's so scary. Like, I screamed. So and it jumped out again. Not jumped out the tank, the fucking bowl, but it just jumped, and I was like, fuck, okay, this is fucking terrifying. A goldfish, by the way, it's not even a fucking lion. Yes, I don't know why I got a pet. I really don't know why I got a goldfish, man. Like, I can't even fucking touch it. I can't even fucking, like, I'm too scared. I'm literally too scared. Like, anyway, so so I tried to take out the second one, and it worked, thank God. And I plucked it out, and then it started to freak the fuck out, of course. Like, bro, it started to freak the fuck out. So it kind of just, of course, it did the same thing, just jumped a bit, and then I was like, swimming around hectically, and I was like, fuck me. Am I actually killing this guy? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on. So yeah, so I kind of just stay back, freeze, and I look back, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Like, is this illegal? Like, I don't know, is this animal abuse? I don't fucking know, but Google told me to do it. But anyway, so I look at it, and all of a sudden, it starts jumping out the fucking bowl. And I'm like, fuck. And I start screaming, because I don't know what the fuck to do. It literally dropped on my table, my desk. And I was like, oh my God, that's fucking disgusting. Like, I'm actually gonna... It was so gross. Like, it was disgusting. Sorry. Let's speak quieter, because it's right here. So it made me fucking gross out. It was so fucking gross. It was so fucking gross. Oh my God. So... Oh, it gives me shivers. So even thinking about it now. So it kind of like flapped around on the desk like this, like literally like that. And I was like, fuck, mate. So I don't know what the fuck to do. So I put this here, and then I just kind of, where's the blue cup? So I got this blue cup thing, and like I kind of scraped it off the table. It's all right now. Like, it's alive now. You can tell it's in this bowl. You'll see it sometimes. Yeah, so it's alive, and I was like, okay, fuck this. Maybe it's not a good idea for it to do it now. I'll do it tomorrow morning. So I put it in the tank, the quarantine tank, blop, the quarantine bowl. So I'm just gonna wait for it to just calm down. Oh yeah, before I did the surgery, I'm a vet now, guys. You have to kind of respect me now. I made it, guys. But yeah, so before I did the surgery, I got a new one because the other one died. The second one died. Unfortunate, but we move. We got a new one. I got one from the pet store. A bit more ethical, guys. Relax. So yeah, so I got another goldfish, a different species. I don't know what it's called again. I told you already. So it's got like this fucking massive eyes, and then round shaped body. Is so cute. But yeah, so it's called Memakun. I don't know if it's a boy, by the way. I'm just saying kun. Kun, in Japanese, when you say a person's name, especially a friend or someone younger, you say, for example, for a girl, you'll say chan. So Izumi-chan, like for me. And if it's like a boy name called, I don't know, Haku, he'll say Haku-kun. I don't know, it's just a friendly way of speaking to people. But yeah, learning Japanese with Izumi, cool. Yeah, that's I can't believe I'm talking about this on the EIE fucking pod. But yeah, so I got a new one, and I got half dead one because it's got a fucking disease. But let's just see how it goes. I'll keep you updated on the fucking goldfish. On the members only story, of course, because gotta promote it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so members only account. You know what? I temporarily deleted the EIE website. And yeah, it's not looking so sweet. I mean, can't lie, I really can't, man. I can't really can't be bothered. I just can't. I mean, call me lazy, I don't care, but I don't think I have anything more to talk about. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I've realized, like, maybe I'm still trying to figure out as well, like trying to find the words. When I do, I will post it on EIE, on the EIE Instagram. But yeah, thank you for listening. It's been a really fun episode to record. It's been really fun. I didn't really have to force anything. I just had to be myself, which is really cool. But anyway, thank you so much for today. Keep smiling. That's so cringe, but it's true. Wake up saying you're happy, so you are going to be happy. But yeah, bro. Nothing lasts forever. And don't internalize the external world because it's not supposed to be. It's in the name. Right. Peace.